Hi, I'm Stuart J. Pearlman, and I want to welcome you to Stuart J's Lens, the tales of small business in McKinney. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. It comes straight from small business in McKinney. Were you an athlete in high school?
Well, I played a little baseball. Also, basically, I just did martial arts.
Oh, you did martial arts in high school, you did?
Yes, a little, very little. It wasn't that basically available to me doing back years and years ago. So what I used to do, I used to order books and learn out of books. And we had one instructor, I used to talk with him. He gave me a few lessons. And basically I taught myself. And I did a lot of boxing because I always wanted to be a boxer. And Muhammad Ali was my idol.
Okay.
Out of high school, I joined the U.S. Army. And I stayed in the military for 6 years, 1970. And my favorite duty was the United States Old Guard in Arlington National Cemetery.
No
That
kidding.
was a presidential support unit. You get selected, only a few get selected. That was my best duty. At that time, we buried a lot of troops.
But I'm sure it was quite an honor.
Yeah, it was an honor. You get selected to do the Old Guard. They also had different the fife and drum course. I did that for a while because I always thought I was a musician, so I played the drums. And I wanted to do the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and which I'm glad I didn't because those guys worked for 24 hours, rain, snow, sleet, or shine. You had to be out there, and plus you had to be a certain height. I wasn't quite tall enough. At places they had martial arts, I go there. I train for a couple of days here, a couple of days there, and because it's always something I wanted to do as a kid. Back when I was coming up, Bruce Lee was everybody's idol. Everybody would be like Bruce Lee. So when I went back to Washington, that's when I really got serious about it because there was a lot of schools, dojang there. So I picked the Choncie Reid Institute of Taekwondo. And Grandmaster Choncie Reid, he's known as the father of U.S. Taekwondo. He had this commercial on TV, and you can see him on YouTube. Nobody bothers me. So I called 1-800-USA-1000, and the rest is history.
Wow. How long did it take you to be a black belt?
Well, it took me 7 years. Because I was working, I got out the military, I was in college,
Okay.
I was working, and I was doing taekwondo. And I stayed in the corporate world for until 97. Basically, when I was working in the corporate world here in Texas, I was teaching martial arts too. I would tell my bosses I need to get off a certain time of day so I could leave, go teach. So they let me off early, so I came taught classes after work.
But you had a retail space.
Yes, on White Avenue.
On White here in McKinney.
Yes, same spot, 1992 up until 2010.
So let's talk about when you opened up your place on White Avenue. What did you call it?
Reid Martial Arts Academy.
How'd you come up with that name?
That's a good question. Well, I wanted to use my name, and basically I wanted to teach more than one martial art.
Okay.
So that's why I call it martial arts, because of the Hapkido and the Taekwondo. Then later on I got into the Filipino martial arts. So with martial arts you can do more than one thing in a school. See, martial arts really became very popular in the 80s. What happened was, when the Karate Kid movie came out, that changed the whole face of the martial arts. Mr. Miyagi, parents bring their kids to martial arts. Well, my kid needs some confidence, he needs discipline and so on, okay? So you build self-esteem. You can't tell the kid certain things to try to get his self-esteem up, like give me 20 push-ups. No, we learned how to teach, okay? At the kids, that is, kids, but especially boys. They like to play around in the classroom, And so most of them want to do karate, taekwondo, But actually, they're actually scared to come in the first time. I remember one of my students, he's graduating now, he's an engineer, he works for his dad here. His dad gave him on his birthday, brought him up to the studio on White Avenue. He wouldn't get out the car. I think he was like 8 years old. He finally got out, he came in, and I promoted him to second degree black belt. He came to he was about 8 years old, and he stayed until he graduated from high school. I've been going to Korea since 1997, basically every year. When you go to Korea, you train at headquarters, it's called the Foreigners Instructors Course. So that means they come from all over the world. And I'm planning on going back training at Hapkido. Last year I go to the headquarters, Taekwondo headquarters in Seoul, and we continue to train. I got my master's instructor license, second class. Train for a whole week, 8 hours a day, and, which is great. It's wonderful to go train because you train with just black belts, and we all there for the same common cause. So we actually be into it. We be very focused, and we leave, we be sweating. It's awesome. The old masters now, I think me and my friend at my age now, we're the last of then the new guys are taking over.
Are there any more Master Reids here in McKinney?
Around
McKinney. Are there any of your peer set?
Well, one school, actually this guy, I trained him, and when he was like 18, he worked for me. Stayed for a few years, and I taught him how to teach, how to run a business.
And where's he now?
He's in McKinney.
In McKinney?
Yeah.
We won't mention his
Don't
name.
mention this guy.
No, okay.
Because I'll be done jacked him.
All right. That's going on the video. We didn't say his name, so it's all right. If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good.